Hello, my lovelies. Lisa Joe, your essential worker. How you doing? We're going to talk about Hashimoto's. Yeah, we're doing a Hashimoto's series, and I am going through some Facebook posts that I have come across and I want to comment on, and it is in the Hashimoto's group. So if you're in that group, you probably chuckle with me. All right. So with that said, this particular person, this posting is anonymous. And again, there's a lot of anonymouses people. I didn't know there was so many people named anonymouses. Okay. No sense. Okay, here we go. Does anyone suffer with this disease? Okay, start over. Does anyone who suffers with this disease suffer with stomach problems like constant nausea, constipation, diarrhea for no reason? Please help. I feel like I'm going insane. I'm having such a bad day of my stomach, and I feel like I'm ill, but I don't feel ill. I'm just don't understand. Does anyone else have days like this? Okay. Sometimes you probably ought to proofread your post before you post it, but that's okay. And y'all get the gist. In other words, this person that's been diagnosed with Hashimoto's has no idea. This is this one just like was like, are you kidding me? This is still happening. I've had Hashimoto's for 38, 39 years, and nobody mentioned this to me either. But Hashimoto's is caused by your gut. Your gut is the one that's causing the Hashimoto's. And she's asking, is it normal to have stomach issues with Hashimoto's? Is that not? Okay. And I'm not mad at her because she doesn't know. So, guys, yes, you're going to have stomach issues with Hashimoto's. You're going to have constipation. You could have diarrhea. You can have nausea. It could just because your gut is messed up big time. It is affecting your immune system, thus autoimmune, right? It's all connected. Your gut's messed up. So I was fine reading that because I was like, well, that's a good question to ask. If you have recently been diagnosed with Hashimoto's, unfortunately, the doctors are not telling us, apparently, still to this day, that it has to do with your gut. The autoimmune is caused by your gut. And I'm also, okay, moving on. So I was fine. I was fine with that. But then I got down to reading some of the, one of the comments is, I'm a functional nutritionist that writes in this answer. It sounds like you could be dealing with some gut health issues. What? I work with clients like me that also has Hashimoto's and gut issues. Lady, the Hashimoto's is caused by gut issues. What in this world is going on, y'all? I don't. Okay, another one is, yes, I had IBS for years and no one ever mentioned going gluten free. It made a huge difference to me. There's a big crossover between celiac, celiac, I don't know how to say it, and Hashimoto's, whatever the one that you can't eat gluten. Have you ever tested for celiac? That's it, the celiac. I knew I'd get it. Y'all, I'm suffering. Okay. In other words, she's suggesting that it could be celiac. Yes, it could be, but again, celiac has to do with your gut, folks. If you get your gut straight, your celiac's going to clear up. It'll be a magical thing, but you've got to start taking care of your gut health. You soapbox, guys. Okay, here's one. Before I was diagnosed, I definitely got it and couldn't figure out what in the world was going on with my stomach. Because the doctors don't tell you that's what's going on with your stomach. You're, uh, nobody in here commented that, hey, lady, yes, your Hashimoto's could cause stomach issues because your Hashimoto's is caused by a stomach issue, which is wreaking havoc with your immune system. Okay, I gotta calm down. So I'm okay. I'm okay. And this is one of those videos that you're gonna either be with me, rant, or you're gonna say, Lisa, you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about. And and once you find a good doctor, I'm just saying this particular person seems clueless. I have a really good doctor. I have an amazing doctor. We are working on my gut. I found out like 3 years ago that, oh, your Hashimoto's is root cause is your gut. And I was like, what? Nobody ever told me that. I knew I couldn't eat certain things. I knew I could, I had to not do gluten, and sugar was a nightmare, and milk and all the things. But once you get your gut in order, you can eat some of that stuff again. I promise you can. You just got to start with it. Okay, I have a link below. If you would like to check out the link, it's got like my doctor. You can go check out my doctor, who he is. He's online. You can live in Timbuktu and still reach out to this particular doctor. I've got a cleanse that doTERRA. I'm an essential oil girl, and doTERRA has an amazing 90-day cleanse, which is what is a perfect beginning for your path to feeling better. Is get your gut, cleanse it, do a cleanse. Do a cleanse. It's not a harsh cleanse, it's a cleanse. Start from scratch with your gut. Um, I, I, I've got a tracker in there. Anyway. Just check out the link if you want to. But to answer this poor lady's question, does anybody else have days like this? Yes, yes. And until we find out what triggers our symptoms, because there's no medicine that's going to help with this. You are going to have to learn your body, which is you're going to choose your hard. This is what you're going to choose your hard. Is it going to be hard because you keep going to the doctor begging for a answer, a cure, pills, whatever, or are you going to choose your hard by taking care of your gut and learning as much as you can about your own personal nutrition, what works for you, what food you can eat, what food you can eat, we got this. We got this. All right, I'm going to stop because I feel like I'm just like over the top ranty, because that one just really that one triggered me, especially with the functional nutritionist piping in with that. Sounds like you might have a gut issue. You think? All right, I'm done. Night, guys.